Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. It's a weekly live video streaming concert series promoting Richmond's vibrant music scene and rejuvenating your soul with live music from the comfort of your own home. Good evening, everyone. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. This is your favorite place to be every week, your favorite date. Tuesday nights, 7:30. This is where you are. This is where we are. This is where the music lovers are. This is where the art lovers are. This is the place to be. I am your host, Reese Williams, and this is our little attempt to make sure musicians have a lovely environment to play from the incredible In Your Ear Studios, Studio A. This is where we are, and I keep reminding you, this is where we are. Maybe I'm reminding myself. This is where the magic happens. So mark your calendars, set an alarm, be sure to like our video, be sure to share it with your music-loving friends, be sure to support us in any way, shape, or form you can. That includes the incredible tip jar we have, buying our merch, becoming a sponsor, all that good stuff. There are so many ways you can do that. This evening, we have the pleasure, we have the honor, and we have the enjoyment of being able to witness Saw Black. He is the guitarist who's known for making mundane experiences memorable. So, yeah, it could just be a run-of-the-mill day and boom, Saw Black enters and now you'll never forget it. His warbly, idiosyncratic voice has drawn comparisons to Neil Young and his stylistic influences. So we cannot wait. Welcome, 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 Mr. Saw Black. Welcome, Mr. Black.
Thank you.
We're so excited you're here.
Thanks for having me.
What you got up for us first?
I've been going back and forth, but I think I'm going to start with a really new song. I don't even think it's finished yet.
We'll be your guinea pig. Come on.
Yeah. I figured why not.
Why not? This is the place.
It's called Bus Breaks. It's mundane.
I'll remember it.
65 on a dotted line, strip malls and truck stop wine, cellophane, cracks and bends, and the bus brakes sound like elephants. 65 on a dotted line, strip malls and truck stop wine, cellophane, cracks and bends, and the bus brakes sound like elephants, and the bus brakes sound like elephants. 65 65 on a dotted line, strip malls and truck stop wine, cellophane, cracks and bends, and the bus breaks sound like elephants, and the bus breaks sound like elephants. Thanks. She's been rolling now for most her life. She's come too far to change. Pavement broke her bones, but it also eased the pain. A feather floats over her windshield now as she shifts into the passing lane, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, won't turn off the sun. You can't chase away the day, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, won't turn off the sun. You can't chase away the day. Danny, don't you know you're not alone? Danny, don't you hear me calling your name? The highways won't go anywhere if you stay in the passing lane. Blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, won't turn off the sun. You can't chase away the day, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, blocking out the windows, won't turn off the sun. You can't chase away the day. Thanks.
Oh, I love this. It's been so long since we've had such an intimate show, and I so appreciate being able to do one thing with your hands and another thing with your mouth. Like, that's amazing. So our loyal friend Dee Robinstein chimes in and says, looking forward to a great evening. And Andrew Murray, do we know Andrew Murray?
Oh, yeah.
He
He's a good
says,
friend of mine.
boom, Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where you're from, or you have ties there?
He played drum. That new song that's kind of still in the works. We have a demo that we made together, and he played drums on that.
Oh, okay.
And that was the way he remembered the beat somehow.
Okay,
was Boom Alabama. But to me, that doesn't make any sense. So
he just had to remember what his two hands
whatever
were
he
doing.
had to do, he had
That's
to do
right.
it. It was Boom Alabama. So he can. Yeah, I'm glad he brought that up.
You're like, dude, I'm playing one thing with my hands and another with my mouth. You can do this. You can do this.
The next song I wrote about Andrew, actually, funny enough.
Go on.
So before COVID hit and the world exploded, we played racquetball regularly at the downtown Y. And if you've ever been in a racquetball court, it's so much reverb you can't even hear. So I think he'll probably chime in on the comments and tell his side of the story about how I'm wrong. But I think it was just a misunderstanding caused by the reverb. And we got in a huge fight thinking that each other were being disrespectful. I don't think we were. But, yeah, I don't know. Then it led to me and him go to the river a lot. And I kind of wanted to write a song about kind of little moments that can seem so big at the time, but that ultimately it's just part of, having a relationship with anybody.
Oh, sure. I would have loved to have been a fly on the racquetball wall.
You wouldn't have been able to hear anything. It was
just two men shouting at each other.
Yeah.
Over nonsense.
Like,
that's not what I said, dude.
I was actually gonna bring a little reverb pedal in so I can just show you how much.
You reenact it?
Yeah.
This will be our official reenactment.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Andrew, this goes out to you.
Yeah, this goes out to Andrew. He knows it's coming.
Oh.
He actually just had joined the band right before we played the last real show that we played was WRIR's benefit show at the
That's been how long ago?
At the ballroom. I think it was in February.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you get to
play
play tonight.
And that was his first show with us, and the last show we've played. And
Aw.
Yeah.
He says it's all water under the bathtub now.
Cool.
Good one, Andrew.
Well, I'm gonna try some cross harp on this too. So it's a new thing I've been doing with
Get out.
harmonica.
So we're gonna do 3 things at a time now?
Try.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's not quite the right key of the harmonica, so it might sound a little weird, but it's still, I think. Hopefully I'll find the right notes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just play a little bit of it. All right, this song is called Rain, Shadow, Wind.
As the pressure drops, I'm out the door again, thinking of what to say. Out here hoping for a reason. Life is such a nice little storm. Life is such a nice little storm. Rain, shadow, wind. Rain, shadow, wind. Can't say a thing, we're parked out on I can hear them crashing and I'm moving with the tide. Life is a breaking wave. Life is a breaking wave. Rain, shadow, wind. Rain, shadow, wind. Chewing on an apple and you're eating from a can. Dogs just laying in the sand. In the fall it gets dark fast, too early for the sun. Life in daylight sin. Life in daylight sin.
Water under the bathtub. How long does it take you to write a song? Is it like you sit down, it tumbles out, it just channels through you, or are you the kind that mulls it over for a few weeks at a time?
Sometimes it's like as fast as I can play it. Sometimes it's like, years.
Ah.
So just kind of depends. Sometimes it's like it needs that one extra part or something.
You know when it's done. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. We're here every Tuesday at 7:30. Please be sure to support us. Artists like Saw Black need our support, so you can digitally stuff our tip jar. You can become a sponsor. Of course, share the link with everyone you know. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, so we are a triple threat. Oh yeah, we're on all the platforms. We know all the good biz where to be. So please make sure you share this with everyone. We have another chime in from Parker Black. I'm assuming he's a relative. He says,
my brother.
He says, "Love you, bro."
Love you too, bro.
We're all about making sure everybody's got a place to play and be creative.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a song that was the title track off of my last full-length record. It's called Water Tower. We'll keep with the water theme.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, these mics are kind of messed up. Is that better? Sometimes it takes a few times to get it right. Climbing the ladder in the middle of the night. I didn't think that I would fall in love again. Wet paint on the wall.
it's glistening. Gonna write it. I'm gonna write your name upon the water tower. I'm gonna tell everybody we're together. I'm gonna spray paint each bubble letter, then draw a heart around it, draw a heart around it. Sometimes it takes a few times, you gotta shake the can. Red looks good on you, I'm gonna paint a halo too. Red looks good on you, under the midnight moon. Gonna write it. I'm gonna write your name upon the water tower. I'm gonna tell everybody we're together. I'm gonna spray paint each bubble letter, then draw a heart around it, draw a heart around it. Gonna draw a heart around it, draw a heart around it.
Aww. The sappy side of Saw. We love love. We love a lot of things around here. We have a couple of little announcements. We love art. Of course, we talked about musicians. I've got art behind me, which we'll get to. And it is also still Arttober. We've got just a few more days. Arttober VA is a month-long celebration of the incredible arts and culture in Richmond and the Tri-Cities region. And it's presented by our friends at CultureWorks. They're a local nonprofit who champion arts and culture. So please, please, please visit ArttoberVA.com. They are doing good things. And also our friends over at Kid Pan Alley, they teach kids songwriting, and then they do live shows for us as well, for adults. For us, they live to inspire creativity and build confidence in kids. And so if you visit kidpanalley.org, their next show is November 8th at 7 p.m. It's Steve Azar and Ellis Delaney. So we have a lot going on. And then, of course, also just a few more days left to vote early.
Yeah, I voted yesterday.
We love arts. We love our country. And then, of course, next Tuesday is election night. So vote, 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 vote. Yeah. We've got a lot to cram in tonight. Lots of messages. You voted early already?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep. I went to the South Side spot at Hickory Community Center.
Your registrar's office?
Mm-hmm. It took like 10 minutes.
I know. It's so easy.
Line.
It's lovely.
Election day, I bet there might be a line, but
There might be a few people waiting.
I went on a Monday at like 2. So.
But Virginia's leading in states for early voters, so it's very possible we're knocking it out. Mm-hmm.
Cool. This next song is called Blackbirds, and it's about some friends. I wrote it a few years ago about some friends that moved to Austin, and those friends just moved back. And then my drummer and his girlfriend just moved to Austin. It's like one in, one out kind
The
of
revolving
thing.
door of Austin.
So maybe it's about them now.
Was it too weird? It must have just been too weird for them.
What?
You know, the slogan is "Keep Austin Weird."
Oh yeah.
So maybe it was too
maybe
weird.
Maybe it
for
was.
them.
I think they just like Richmond so
I
much.
know Richmond's better.
Richmond is better.
I agree.
You hear that, Austin? Want some of this? Okay, well, I'm going to play this song. Is electric a good level in there?
He left the two-top on the range. and she washed her wedding ring down the drain. Leaving for Austin the next day. But there's still a diamond at the bottom of that sink. They knew they had to leave, for they were washed away. Must have been a million of them in the yard. It sounded like a train wreck from inside. They all started flying when he opened the door. Beautiful black ribbon in the sky. They knew they couldn't stay. The day that the blackbirds came, they knew they had to go. They had to fly away.
Love it, love it. Dee Robinstein says, loving the harp. And Soraya Silene just left a little heart. Just
Hey, Soraya.
love. And you know, audience at home watching, how you can show your love. We're not being bashful anymore. You can tip. You can donate. You can digitally stuff the tip jar. You can make sure that you put your money where your eyes are, where your ears are. Yeah. Please, please, please be sure to support us. Our musicians need all the help they can get. You can also support Shockoe Sessions Live in general by buying merch. And you can also wear a Sweetwater affiliate. So you can also, if you love the guitars that you see on stage, you can visit sweetwater.com and see if you can go about purchasing one. And then, of course, that supports us. So we're going to start being unabashed about our promotion.
Cool.
I think we started out a little delicate, and now we're like, yes, we need your help. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I noticed you're wearing a very retro Guess sweatshirt. Are you even old enough to have lived through Guess the first time?
I don't know.
You wear it well.
I guess.
You wear it very well.
Thank you. Guess still has some pretty cool stuff.
They do. Mm-hmm.
I want a Guess guitar.
And
You hear that,
so
Guess?
it is. Yes, there's a sponsor for us.
I got this guitar at the Chicago Music Exchange,
It's gorgeous.
which is a really cool music
It's
shop.
beautiful.
I like it too. Paul said that I need a butterscotch cream suit to go with it, and the amp, which I thought would be pretty cool.
A good butterfly collar.
Maybe I could get guests to make it. That'd be cool, like a guest nudie suit kind of thing.
Like a morph suit.
Morph
Wait,
suit.
what's the nudie suit?
It's like the country suit that has all the different embroideries, like,
Oh!
but it could be like question marks instead of
Right.
cactuses.
Look.
Then you might look like that guy who gave like the loans out or whatever with the question marks all over his suit.
Look how clever you are. Well, there's the Riddler.
Where's this going?
There's the Riddler, but who did the loans?
The guy, I don't know. Somebody in the
thinking of the
comments.
Riddler.
Somebody post a picture
Yeah.
of him in the comments
Okay.
while I play this song.
Please do. And then we're going to harp on guess. Get it?
I think he did loans. I don't know. Seems right. Maybe he was like it wasn't Bill Nye, but it was that kind of character. All right, this song is called Andy.
Joe was mad. Her mama left her in the county with her dad. She grew up fast, had to grow up faster than everyone else. Joe was sad. In the public school, she was lost in the crowd. She wanted a car, but where she worked didn't pay her much. So she rode with Andy. Andy didn't turn his music up loud enough. Andy got caught in his locker. He was hiding pot. They didn't kick him out. They said his daddy had punished Andy enough, took away his car. Andy couldn't give Joe rides to school anymore. Joe met John. John turned his music up and smoked better pot. But what about Andy? Andy didn't turn his music up loud enough. What about Andy? Andy didn't turn his music up loud enough.
Thank you.
Oh, I love the writing on that one. That's great. That was lovely. As I mentioned before, we are supporters and lovers of the arts, and I have these lovely prints behind me. This is my Vanna White moment. This is Ryan Myers. He is the sweetest young man. Since last fall, he's created postmodern pop art and satirical travel prints of Richmond. Before this, he was making boring ads as a graphic designer. I think most people have been there, and he felt creatively stifled. So, as soon as he left, he decided to design an extensive line of prints and posters detailing everything from the parks to the ghosts to local jokes and the minutia of Richmond. He does this full time now. He currently has about 100 designs. They are amazing. You can find him at ryanmyersprints.com and on Instagram at ryanmyersprints. And these are just obviously things here in Richmond. So you've got a couple of monument replacement ideas when Tank Man came through a couple of years ago, and Bagel the Beagle. He was a lost dog who had a lot of fanfare and people looking for him. And then this is downtown in Richmond. And then, of course, the Edgar Allan Poe Courtyard, since Halloween is next week. Ryan's work will be featured at Spooktoberfest at Basic Beer Company this Friday from 3 to 7:30. So you've got to visit his site. He's got some of the monument replacements, which are hilarious, and then other landmarks here in Richmond. He is incredibly talented and a nice guy to boot. So we love hearing that. I found out about your question mark guy. He is Matthew Lesko, and he does federal grant funding. He's the guy that comes on and tells you how you can get free money from the government.
Yeah.
So you were right there. You were on the same beam.
He's going to be my inspiration for the next record.
As long as we can get Guest as a sponsor, I think you're onto something.
That would be cool.
Dear Guest.
Sponsored by Guess in the federal government.
And Matthew Lesko.
Yeah, he made a bunch of money. There's like a documentary about him. He made a bunch of money getting people money from, or teaching people how to get money from the federal
Really?
government.
Okay, I love subcultures. We've got to check it
Weird.
out. We've got to check
I
it
think there's a
out.
documentary on Netflix or something.
I'm sure. And then Andrew says, ironically, this song is about another guy named Andrew and not me.
It's true.
Got a lot of Andys around you?
No, he doesn't even go by Andrew anymore. He goes by Murray.
Ah.
Because there was 3 Andrews all living in his house.
Oh, Lord.
We called it Andyland.
You just keep playing and talking. You've got that lovely, subtle little humor. I like it.
All right. Here's a peppy song about a really bad, dark subject.
Not
All
a
right.
man named Andrew.
She was hurting bad, but she couldn't cry. He was hurting, neighbor and her alibi. Had a little kid, stepbrother died. OD'd on heroin, she still gets high. She was really sad, she couldn't find a vein. Missed summer days with the windows down. He went out late to get the good stuff. It was a bad thing. They did too much. They melted right. They melted right. They melted right into the sun. They melted right into the sun. In a coma for 7 days. When she woke up, she couldn't speak. He was long gone, but she felt lost. Forward to pay his funeral cost. She was Bonnie, he was super sly. Neither ever thought they'd be the one to die. They melted right. They melted right. They melted right into the sun. They melted right into the sun.
Thank you.
How often are you inspired to write a song? I asked you how long it takes to write one, but like how often does something move you enough that you sit down and write a story about it?
I don't know. Like, I kind of keep a bunch of little notes in my phone all the time.
I imagine so.
But I have like a lot more lyrics than I have like musical parts. And then it's more like finding, like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll have a melody behind like a lyric that I can figure out pretty easily on the guitar. Most of the time I'm kind of more looking for something musical that, like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I start looking at all the different words that I have, and then maybe one line out of like a 10-line thing that I wrote will be an idea.
Kind of sticks.
Works, and then I'll rewrite from there.
Is there anything you've done that makes you kind of cringeworthy? You look back and you're just like, oh.
Pretty much everything I've played.
No. And do you have any gigs? Do you have anything else lined up?
No.
Yeah.
I think
this is it.
Yeah, this is going to be my last thing for a little while. Because the band guys are all kind of spread out and doing things, and there's no venues that are really, I mean, there's some outdoor venues stuff going on, but I'm not necessarily in a hurry.
This is tough.
And I don't know. It's kind of, I definitely understand, like, people got to do what they got to do. I'm fortunate enough to have another source of income, which is art handling.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
We need to talk about getting some more artists behind us.
And so I'm not in a financial situation where I can justify like asking my friends and family to come out to a show.
But our viewers can donate, that's for sure.
But they can donate. I mean,
that's right.
I'm not saying that I'm like flush or anything. But yeah, no plans. I've just been recording a lot. I have my own little recording setup at my house.
Good.
And so I've been kind of writing that way. Been playing a lot more bass and drums and trying to write.
Do you do those at the same time like you do harmonica and guitar?
No. But I have a machine that allows me to, I have an 8-track machine, so I can like make really kind of lo-fi, mid-fi like demos. And so I've been trying to write a lot. And my main plan is just to take my time and write a new record, and maybe by that time we'll be able to play some shows around it. But
well, you're very talented, so clearly some good stuff is coming out.
Yeah, I think the next one will be different, like more band-based. But a lot of these are more like folk kind of songs.
They're beautiful.
Thank you. I think this will be my last one.
Wah. That's what we say.
But thank you so much for having me. This is a new song that's not out, but it was gonna be on a record. We were supposed to go make the record in March, the like week before or the week after
the world turned upside down.
So we have like some songs that I don't know if they'll ever make it onto a record because now I'm working with different stuff.
They will eventually.
This is one of those songs, and yeah, it's called Happy Birthday, Sarah. This goes out to Pete if he's watching.
Not Andrew.
Not Andrew.
She likes to ride the horses in the barns just down the street. She's never left Chester except the time they went to the beach. And she's laughing in the shower at the home that she'll soon leave. Happy birthday, Sarah. We all love you so. Happy birthday, Sarah. You'll be graduating soon. beside the geraniums. They're singing all the songs, and the hats go flying high. Happy birthday, Sarah, we all love you so. Happy birthday, Sarah, you'll be graduating soon. Blowing out the candles when it's the fire that you want, and celebrating leaving another circle around the sun. A tear hits the icing on the cake that your mother cuts. Happy birthday, Sarah, we all love you so. Happy birthday, Sarah, we'll be graduating soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks a lot for having me.
And have a great time in the writing process in the near future. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep us posted. You'll have to come back when you've got some more material.
Sounds good.
And you've, done some different things. That'll be great.
Thanks, Carlos and Terry and In Your Ear, everybody else that helped, all the camera guys and sound people.
Yeah, there are a lot of people to thank. Of course, we want to thank you. Thank you so much, WNRN, for cross-promoting us. We love the reciprocity. Thank you so, so much for the boost. Thank you, of course, to everyone behind the scenes tonight. You may not have noticed everything went flawlessly, but our AMP students were helping out with cameras, with lights, with the audio. So congratulations to them for doing such a good job that nobody even noticed. It was seamless and beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to our gallery. You did have a few people with you this evening. A little family affair back there, so thank you. And of course, thank you to everyone behind the scenes: Carlos, Andrea, Paul, Matthew, Eric, Billy, Charlie, and of course, thank you to our audience at home for sharing the link, for donating, for sponsoring, for buying merch, for everything that you do, for being an art lover and a music lover. The party continues in 2 weeks. We're taking next week off because of the election. But on November 10th, we have Honest Debts. They're going to be here, so make sure you get a snack to snuggle and a snack to enjoy and settle in. But and of course, you've got a few more days to vote early, so go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote. Just find your little registrar's office and go do it. And if you can't make it early, next Tuesday will do, but you've got to do your civic duty. So all this, of course, will be available on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel tomorrow and Twitch as well. So you can always look at our archive shows, but we'll see you again in 2 weeks. And keep on listening to the music. That's the show. That's our wrap. Good night.